Yes, I know this is a pre-built computer, and yes, I know you can save money by building your own computer. But there's a huge market out there for people who don't want to build their own computer and people who really, frankly, don't want to deal with it. This is the Predator G1 desktop. It's the first retail computer that comes equipped with the GTX 1080. Let's talk about what's inside, how it performs, and if PC Master Race is impressed. I'm Kevin the Tech Ninja, and here's my review.
Tech Ninja gonna break the mold, brand state control, scope's broad and the case is closed. Real talk with a hellified red, every word is unfiltered, genuine dread.
The G1 Acer is built for gamers, and reptilians obviously. It's much smaller than most pre-built computers or post-built computers. If RGB LEDs is something you look for in a case, well, the G1 has this covered. I mean, seriously, this thing is full of LEDs. It's definitely a flashy case, and it's either you hate it or love it situation. You do have full LED controls, so you can adjust it to pulsing, music, marquee, meteor showers, and all this is done with the Predator Sense software. They can go in and disable these lights in sleep mode, so you don't have to worry about it keeping you up at night. The material of this case feels like plastic, and that's one thing that really gets me every single time. You have a premium build, premium computer, but yet they're using this plasticky feeling when it comes to the case. Let's talk about what's inside. We have a 3.6 gigahertz i6700, not the K, but the standard version. Now what's curious is that the Predator G6 that we reviewed about a month ago, which is around actually a year older than this computer right here, actually had the same chip but the K version. Now the K versus the non-K, the K allows you to unlock it easier and overclock it. But what we do get from this version is a much more svelte design and something that is more portable. So portable, it even comes with a carrying case. Also helped to streamline the G1 line is that there are no longer several configurations like they did with the G6. We now have one, and it has 512 gigabytes of SSD and a 2 terabyte hard disk. The GPU on board is the first retail version of the GTX 1080. We also have a large amount of RAM at 32 gigabyte of the DDR4 variety. For power, the G1 comes with 2 external power bricks giving you 430 watts. And if that sounds low, it's because the new Pascal architecture on the 1000 series cards are less power demanding, and the CPU is the non-overclocked edition, meaning less power is required to keep this beast up. Keeping up with the theme of gaming, it comes with a gaming keyboard and mouse. The G1 comes with a backlit LED Predator Flare mechanical keyboard. And it's pretty good, very tactile, and it feels to be extremely high quality. Although it's a bit slower than my taste. They really feel like brown switches compared to red or the MX speed switches of what you want when it comes to gaming. But they do great for mobile and things like that, but for FPS, I did have issues with it. The mouse also has a matching LED around, and that also matches the keyboard. Now I'm not sure if this is going to replace your third-party gear, but if you're out of the box wanting to game, this setup will do just fine for you. A headset cradle is included that's built into the chassis, and it allows for 2 headsets at the same time. Let's talk about gaming. This benchmarking was done on 1440p with the highest settings turned on, and also we're rocking widescreen quad HD. We also did try out some 4K gaming. Paragon Beta with August 28 game ready drivers averaged 67 frames per second, and it maxed out at 80. It did dip into the 50s only one time, and that was when all the minions and heroes were at the core throwing all they got at each other. That sounded so nerdy. In 4K, we averaged 58 frames per second, and we maxed out at 72 frames per second. We also played Witcher 3, and we averaged 55 frames per second on 1440, and when we get to 4K, we actually we dipped into the 40s at around 46 frames per second. And lastly, we fired up No Man's Skies, and we got 80 frames per second, and that's with all the settings turned all the way up. And it really felt like it was getting above 80 in certain situations, but we found around an average of 80. When we went to 4K, then we were getting around 65 to 70. So the gaming benchmarks is pretty much expected, as we've been doing a lot of builds using the 1080 GPU. Now, it boils down to price, to performance, to time to build computers, and all that stuff. There's always going to be a market for computers that are pre-built And Acer really is showing that they really care about the gaming market as far as how they're building these computers. But this does boil back down to the price, which is $2,300. Is this a lot of money? Yeah. Could you build something just like this for cheaper? Not just like this, but you could build something that performs just as well for about $1,500. So it boils down to, what is the price worth to you? And it also goes down to if you rather have a pre-built computer from a manufacturer, so if they have issues, you can go back to the manufacturer instead of digging around trying to figure out what component, all that stuff. You do have a warranty if you do go with a pre-made computer from a company. So there's pros and cons, but this thing does perform as expected, rocking the GTX 1080. So overall, it's really your call. Good performance, high price. Figure this out. Anyways, guys, I'm Kevin the Tech Ninja. Have a great day. If you liked the video, hit a thumbs up, hit subscribe. Talk to you folks later.